What's going on? What's going on? This is your girl, Politically Diamond, coming to you live on this beautiful, chilly Tuesday afternoon. All right, it is cold. It is windy on the bayou. Okay, I didn't have to go to work with all the storms going on. There was no trucks rolling because it's ice in some places, it's snow in other places. All right, but me right now, I'm at home. I'm okay. And I'm here with you. I'm here with you. We gonna get into what I want to talk about this afternoon. Because we've been we've been investigating these political people. These people that we see on our screens, on our phones, on our TVs every day. We see their faces. We see some of the stuff that, they're into, but we don't know a lot of their background. And we can't necessarily believe the things that we are being told. Even some of the things that you're seeing, you can't really believe what it is, okay? Because with AI these days, honey, AI is not playing. You don't know what's real, what's fake. You got to really look at these videos, and they getting better by the day. Now, I know AI, sometimes it has this voice thing that it does, and that's how you know it's AI. Or it'll have some glitch. The person will have 3 legs or something, or its arm will disappear or something. So a lot of that stuff you can't even trust. So what I do here on this channel, some of these people, because I'm really getting into this, I'm into politics. I've been watching it for a long time, and I've been seeing the same faces, but I need to really go back and see what they used to do, what's their past, because listen, seeing all this stuff that's going on, especially with Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, it really has me needing and being interested in going into these people's past, because these people have some past that, honey, all of them have scams. All of them are scamming. All the people at the top, all the people that's making laws that affect you and me, they all scamming, okay? They all getting kickbacks. They all doing all type of underhanded things, and they all partying together, okay? So I've been seeing Gavin Newsom now. I've always heard his name. I've seen his picture, and I know he was like a governor. But I had to go back and do some research because I came across an article today. Being that I've been into my investigation thing, we've been investigating different people. Last night we investigated the millionaire lawyer that died in the plane crash this past Sunday, her and her friends, and her husband has all type of business dealings. He's a lawyer, high profile lawyer. He has all type of shady business dealings. Okay, we talked about them last night. Before that, we talked about Erica Kirk and how she is being exposed for being an Israel spy, and how Charlie's life had to be just living with her. It couldn't have been, they couldn't have been all booed up naturally. When you're there on a mission, Erica was literally married to this man and she was on a mission. Okay? So we've been talking about how all the people close to you, and then we talked about, who is that we talked about? Let me see. Was that Iran? We talked about that, no, that's China. China, what he doing that purge. That's what we talked about, that Chinese purge. Because the people, the guy that's closest to him, right up under him, that he's been with for years, just got caught selling information about their nuclear warheads and power, okay, to the USA. So now he's getting rid of everybody, all right? So today we're going to talk about Gavin Newsom. We're going to talk about the current scandal that he's being exposed for, because they're all just being exposed, okay? We're going to talk about him because I feel like all these people, you need to know their background, how they started, where they came from, where they were born, what schools they went to, what colleges, because all this stuff plays a part. Watching Candace Owens, I know a lot of people don't like Candace Owens, but listen, she inspires me. I already, Child, I'm like a CIA agent. I can find anything. I done had to do it. I done had people mess with me, and then I have to do some stuff. Cause see, I ain't about to do no violent stuff. I ain't about to go to jail. But then I have to show them, and I have to be online finding stuff, and then I have to make things happen. So I already got it in me. All right. And I'm really interested in this government stuff because it's all corrupt. So once we go back and I tell you what he got going on, where he come from, okay? And it's gonna listen, this man got some stuff going on, and it's gonna be like this is who we have over us, like making decisions that affect our lives and our kids' lives. For real, okay? Then I'm gonna go into some other scandals that he involved in. Because if you watch the news, if you're into politics, if even when it comes to these entertainers, they're involved in politics. Okay? Don't get it twisted. The sports people, the music people, the acting people, they're all connected to politics. Even Puff Daddy, okay? Because they're all connected to Epstein. I'm going to keep reminding people that Epstein was sent by Israel, okay? Because Epstein is a Jew. He was sent by Israel to the USA to make friends with all these actors and high-profile people and get blackmail stuff on them, get dirt on them, so he could take it back to Israel, and Israel can blackmail America and get what they want. And that's why Trump is like, we being ran by Israel right now. Don't get it twisted. All right. So let's get into this dude. So Gavin Newsom. All right. He's the California governor. Okay. He's been accused of starting this program. Right. It's called the Care Court. All right. The program is being accused of making $236 million, but it has only helped 22 people in the last 4 years. 22 people in the last 4 years, okay? Where all this money coming from? Who donating and why are they donating? If it only helped 22 people in 4 years, like where is this 236 million? Okay, and who's sending it? Just like Charlie Kirk, just like Candace say, Charlie Kirk started trying to wonder where this money coming from. They was making a little bit of money before he met Erica. Then he met Erica, and then he shot up. And then he want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. All right. So the program is called Care Court. The little nickname is Care First. All right. Now this promises to help mentally ill homeless people that consistently stay homeless or in jail or the emergency room. Okay, it's supposed to help them. Now it promised that it would compassionately force people's mentally ill loved ones off the streets and into treatment via a judge order. All right, estimated to help up to 12,000 people. That's what they say when they came up with it. They say, okay, we gonna compassionately force people that is constantly homeless, in jail, or in the emergency room, because people that go to the emergency room, they be wanting medicine. I have been in the emergency room with somebody, and I can hear the guy next door cussing the nurses out, being just dirty, nasty, and asking for some medicine. I done heard people in the hospital screaming in pain and just want some medicine. Okay? So, they're gonna force by judge court order. It's no voluntary. Now they used to have voluntary, but one of these past presidents stopped that. They stopped it. They stopped the involuntary. Now it used to be voluntary, and they want to make it not voluntary. Okay, and it's estimated to help up to 1,200 people. Now, a state assembly analysis said that it can help up to 50,000 people. Now, they initially told them we can help up to 12,000 people. But once they did the analysis, like the people went in and started checking the numbers and doing the math, they say y'all can help up to 50,000 people, okay? Then they may be eligible. Now, some critics are calling this program a flop, and some is even calling it a fraud, okay? Because since it's 2000, it started in 2022. It's 2025, few years, couple years, you know. Oh, my husband texted me. Hold on, y'all. He at work texting me, I love you. So, yeah. 22, 23, 24, 25. We in 26. Almost 4 years this started, and they've made 236. Yeah, say 4 years, $236 million. Now, like I said, only 22 people have been court ordered to actually go here. Now, out of 3,000 petitions filed by October statewide, only 706 was approved. But out of that 706, 684 of them were voluntary agreements. And that wasn't it was intended. It was court order. A family having a problem with a person, with a family member that got a mental illness, they can go to a court and tell the court, ask the court to I'm sorry, my husband texted me. All right. Thank y'all for waiting. Now, like I say, 3,000 people, all right, petitioned for this to try to get their peoples in there. Out of 3,000, 706 was approved, but 684 of them was voluntary, all right? Now, let me give you an example of what one family was going through, all right? So this lady, Rhonda DePlays, 62 years old, her and her husband felt like prisoners in their home because their son 20 years ago had been diagnosed with schizophrenia. All right. Now they thought that it was like him using drugs. They didn't think it was like a real mental problem. All right. They believe he was doing drugs. He's 38. He would go off his meds and use regular drugs after a while. He would act violently, sometimes throwing rocks at his parents' house, scaring the neighbors. He out there acting crazy in the front. And you know what? I seen a video. It was a little boy that went viral like last month, a little black boy. His mama dropped him off to the orphanage, the foster home, court ordered, because something happened at the house and like he jumped on her or something. He jumped on her and she dropped him off, and she was recording him as she dropped him off, and he was standing in front of the car throwing rocks at the window, and it was shattering the car window. And you know those windows are thick. All right. So if a rock is hit, unless it's like a rock when you driving on the highway, because see, we in Louisiana, and a little rock could cause a whole line to go across. All right. He throwing them, chucking them. And she just sitting there, And then guess what happened to the little boy? Court order, he had to go to the foster home. They took him out the house. He got to the foster home. One of the kids started bullying him and beat him up. And guess what that boy did? The one that got court ordered. He went online with a bloody nose and a bloody face and was apologizing to his mama, saying, "You the only person that been there for me. I'm sorry. I want to do better." But guess what? He court ordered. Once you court order, you can't take your ass home like that. It ain't nothing mama can do. And if you a single mama and you got kids, you know you tell your kids, listen, you keep doing that bullshit, it's going to get to a point where I can't do nothing for you. See, I got 3 boys. I got a 19-year-old, a 12-year-old that's about to be 13, act like he 35, act like he my daddy. All right? And I got a 14-year-old. And I'm to the point I tell them, listen, whatever you do, Just know that its consequences come behind it. The 19-year-old, I can't help him. What can I do? He get in trouble. But see, he worked. I made sure he stay out them streets. You guys to go work. He been working since he was 16, and he gonna pay a bill. Because see, I ain't raising no sorry men. I'm not raising no sorry men. It's too many sorry men out here. So I teach mine how to cook, clean, work, pay bills. Trust me. And the older you get, the more money you make, the more responsibility you take on if you want to stay here. Yeah. So now, she say he would get arrested all the time. When they would let him out, one time they let him out and he was trying to pick off imaginary bugs. He was freaking out. Okay. And she would sometimes find him homeless throughout like the city or whatever, the community, find him homeless, barefoot and almost naked in freezing temperatures. Imagine that's your child out there. Your child out there in freezing temperatures, no shoes, no clothes, and there's nothing you can do. I see these mothers, it's a lady, I be seeing her on like Facebook. No, I do see her on YouTube. She has 2 autistic kids, a son and a daughter, and these are some big kids. These kids, and I'm not even trying to be funny. They look like they may be Puerto Rican or something, and they look like they eat good. And this lady, she a single mama to 2. I'm talking about they really non-verbal. They don't really talk a lot. They kind of shake, you know how you had those and the ones that do this, and you know they really, like her daughter really be freaking out, and she has to hold her daughter's hand and stop her. Her daughter be trying to hit her and stuff, and she be like, stop, safe place. Like she had these keywords. That's why I always talk about keywords. You got to watch some of the things you say, and you got to know what to say. It's these keywords. She tell her, stop, safe place. And then she'll like bear hug her like this until she calm down. Because that girl is strong. Okay? Then the boy is more chill, but he going to have his episodes because he autistic. He can't help it. All right? So she says she will also find him screaming through the neighborhood in the middle of the night. Imagine how embarrassing that is. Your child out there half butt naked, screaming in the neighborhood, and the neighbors scared, and they like, look at Sally's son out there. He's throwing goddamn rocks again. Paul, get the goddamn gun. Before he comes over here, don't answer the gun. I tell you, don't talk to him. I told you something was wrong with him. Yeah. So she says that police had to physically remove him from the house. And I talked about that. One time they let him out, he was picking up imaginary bugs off his body. He's been jailed over 200 times. That's a lot of times to go to jail. That's a lot of, I know people that went to jail twice and bitch, it felt like forever. Feel like they was doing life. And it was in like a few months. She says, even though the program specifically says if your loved one is in jail all the time, all right, that's a reason to petition. That's a reason to go down to the courthouse and say, listen, he can't help it. Because sometimes they can, because they be smart. Them autistic kids be smart, okay? Don't get it twisted. Can you please court order them to go get some help? She say, even though they say to go petition, that's a lie. She say, Alex, give me, that's a lie for 100. Okay? They ain't doing that. She says she also keeps in touch with other stressed out moms that has applied and petitioned for the same program, Gavin Newsom's program, okay, to help their children. And they keep coming up empty. And they say it's a revenue generating system that keeps cases open without delivering care. So they constantly got some files open. They constantly billing something. They constantly, but nobody's getting help other than 22 people in 4 years. And they got over $200 million. But 22 people got help. Okay? Now, California has spent $61 million on the homeless program since Newsom has taken office in 2019, with suspicious results. Now, the governor's office alleges it has a 9% decrease in unsheltered homeless people. Now, they're saying the homeless is going down. Even though they only help 22 people, unless it's 35 people that's homeless in their city, they say it's going down. But they're spending millions of dollars. Like, who? Where? What y'all spending it on? Oh, plans to go to other countries to take a relaxed vacation because you just tired from helping homeless people. You just tired of being a good Samaritan and a good God-fearing person. You need a vacation in Bermuda, and you might go over there and get you some boy girls, have a couple threesomes, do a few drugs, and then come on back. Now, let's get into who Gavin Newsom is. So when you see Slick back in front of a podium bullshitting you, because that's what he doing. He bullshitting you all the way, okay? You'll know, you'll be able to say, okay, Politically Diamond told me, I know his background. I know where he came from. If he say he went to a college, okay, I know he did. We gonna know. Now, Gavin Newsom is the 40th governor of California. Before that, he was the lieutenant governor of California. Before that, he was the mayor of San Francisco. So he got an extensive, career in politics. He always been winning some stuff, always been high, all right? Now, this is kind of surprising. He's a Democrat. He all about helping people. He say, give them food stamps, give them housing, give them whatever they need. All right? And I'll work and I'll pay for it. But I don't know, this millions of dollars y'all sending me if I'm going to really give it to these homeless people. Give them food stamps. All right? He graduated from Santa Clara University with a bachelor's of science. Now, he also founded a winery boutique called Plump Jack Group. He's a second cousin to musician Joanna Newsom. I don't know who that is. I gotta look and see who that is. But the next one, when you look in their background, they all related. They all know each other. Watch this next one. His aunt Barbara Newsom was married to Ron Pelosi. All right? They keep it all in the family. Some type of way. You got to look into the family and see who their family was dealing with. Okay? That's the brother-in-law to Nancy Pelosi. And we know Nancy is just as corrupt and drunk as she want to be. Yes, she is. Corrupt and drunk. Drunk and corrupt. Whatever way you want to say it. She is both at the same time. All right. Now, and this is kind of surprising. His background, like his childhood. His mother worked 3 jobs because she divorced his father when he was like 5. She worked 3 jobs: a waitress, a booker, and a secretary. Now, as a booker, as a bookie, is she running numbers? Newsom called his childhood challenging due to money problems and his pretty severe dyslexia condition that he still has. So the man that's over there coming up with laws and all this got severe dyslexia. See, it's all coming together. Why they act like they do, it's all coming together once you research it. Now, he played basketball as a shooting guard, so he know how to hoop. He also played baseball as an outfielder. This part is a little suspicious. See, I gotta look into this. His father had a habit of donating his money, like to charity. So Gavin had to take little jobs. He washed cars and he worked at a local deli. I don't know what type, was Daddy a donor? Like a TPUSA donor? A Israel donor? What? Like who is he donating to that his son got to go get a job? Even though that's what he needed to do. But when they say a habit, when I hear habit, I think some crazy stuff. When you if you right now if somebody say, man, he got a habit, you're gonna be like, what type of habit? Well, he on that dope, he on that coke, what he on? So they say he had a habit. So, Newsom came up in a ghetto background. Single mama, daddy out there probably gambling. That's the donating. He donating to the casino. I don't think you can have a tax write-off at the casino. I don't think you could put that on your taxes. I think that's who he was donating to, the Indians out there at the casino. Now let's talk about some of the scandals, and then that's gonna wrap it all up and bring it all together, and then you just gonna know he corrupt because he looks corrupt. Look at him. He got his hair slicked back. That hair never moves. You never see a piece of hair hanging down, out, nothing. That hair is stiff, okay? I think the Pentagon made some type of spray or some type of machine that you ever see these AI videos where the dudes go to this machine and stick their head in and then it do this hairdo? That's what I think he got at home. Because that hair don't move. He always got the Italian suit. He's a fucking mob boss. Fucking Muliani. Okay? When he goes to fucking lunch and the fucking dinner with these bums, this is how he fucking talks. And he just does with his fucking hands. Because that's what the fuck he do. Because he's fucking Newsom. That's how he look. Okay? So let's talk about some of the scandals that he involved in, because there's always some goddamn scandals, or the people around him always is some goddamn scandals, because they're just scandalicious. They're like Tupac, scandalous. In 2020, he was this was during COVID, when they said stay your ass home, or you and everybody gonna get sick and die. He was caught up in the French Laundry restaurant maskless dinner. Okay, he got caught just like they saw Nancy when she was telling you stay home, but she made her a private hairdresser appointment, and they called her going into the hairdresser. Yet he was at the French Laundry restaurant at a maskless dinner while you was home arguing with your man because y'all was tired of being around each other. The kids that ate all the goddamn snacks. You stressed out. You done started smoking cigarettes. You ain't even smoked cigarettes before. You smoking Cuban cigars. You take a whole pack of Virginia Slims. Just you got the Dynasty, the ladies from Dynasty cigarettes. You ain't even got Marlboros. You got Virginia Slims. You got all of them in your hand and you just smoking them. But he at the restaurant turned up, probably ripping them and get a little Henny on the rocks. All right. So he was caught up in that. He was caught up in the California Unemployed Development Department. It lost approximately $33 billion in fraudulent claims. So something with unemployment, some committee department he came up with, can't make up for $33 billion. They can't tell you what they done did with it. They don't even know. Now, the next one is a very personal scandal because, like I always say, all this is sex, money, drugs. They got to get the money to get the sex and the drugs. So at the end of the day, it always comes down to the money, but it's about the sex and the drugs. In 2007, this dirtbag admitted to an affair with Ruby Rippy Torque. Now, that last name, Torque, I got to research that, but I'm quite sure that's the last name of a lawyer. That's what it sounds like. Who was the wife of his campaign manager. The wife of his campaign manager. He was screwing his campaign manager's wife. You know how dirty that is? That's dirty. That's real dirty. All right? Now, another scandal. California's soaring crime. The nationwide crime rate has went down. The whole nation. I can tell you this. I'm in Baton Rouge. My kids got a friend that brother just got killed like last week. His funeral was just like Saturday. 22-year-old boy. His girlfriend, ex-boyfriend was stalking her. Came to where he was at. They got into it. He pushed the ex-boyfriend down. When he went to turn around, the ex-boyfriend pulled out a gun, shot him through in the back of the neck, in the back of the head, and he died. 22 years old. All right. That was on January 8th. I was surprised that Baton Rouge went 8 whole days without any murders. That is unheard of. I mean, they must have really took New Year, New Me, literally in Baton Rouge. I was proud of them. 8 days. It's 8 murders, 8 days in any community. All right. So the nationwide crime rate went down, while California's crime rate has risen by 13%. By 13%. How the whole nation going down, but one place going up under this governor? Cause he having lunch, he having dinner, cocktails. Now let's get into the school thing, because the school thing is like, what, are they only just crip walking over there? Ain't that, yeah, they crip walking Los Angeles. They must just be crip walking with these kids. They must got a class of crip walking that they just teach the kids, and that's all they got to do when they go apply for a job. They just crip walk, okay? The felon schools test scores in California has shown steep decline in reading and math from 3rd to 11th grade. All right, a steep decline. That means all the way down from 3rd to 11th grade. You ain't even really supposed to know how to read in kindergarten, 1st, 2nd. By the time you get to 3rd, you start to learn and stuff like that. But from 3rd grade to 11, it's a steep decline. That's not good in reading and math. The two things that you need the most. 13% of the students in Bakerville, only 13% of the students in Bakerville met the state standard for math. Only 13%. That's nowhere, not even half. That's like a quarter of the students. That's a handful of the students met the standards. 41% of students in Los Angeles were proficient in reading. Only 41% was proficient in reading. Okay? That's not even half. Now, he's also attached to pay-to-play politics, receiving millions from state contractors and developers and rewarding them with billions in contracts and housing subsidies. So they give him money. He reward them with contracts that's worth more money. So he's just getting a kickback. So that's the stuff. We just talked about Gavin Newsom, and we just looked at some of the scandals, and it was something human trafficking, because he supported Biden and the open borders. He wanted open borders. Everybody can come over. We help you and all type of stuff. So he supported that. So all these people, you see, they all got something going on. Even like his senior aide, she's caught up in some corruption. Matter of fact, I believe she was the one that helped Donald Trump store those files that they found in his home back in the day. In the tub. How you put classified files in the tub? Like, that's crazy. But they all connected. Look, he's cousins with somebody that's married to Nancy Pelosi people. His auntie. They're all connected. All of them. So I just wanted to come talk and chat about that. Ain't nothing else going on, child. Well, it's a lot going on here. And you know what? I keep seeing, and it's like, if you're gonna bomb, and maybe because I'm saying this from America, it's like it's to the point they keep saying, is Trump gonna bomb Iran? Is Trump gonna bomb Iran? Okay, y'all say his ship's going. If they gonna do it, just do it. Like it's like they keeping everybody on edge. I'm seeing videos, up to date videos. I can't believe they just did this. They're about to strike. Like they getting. I know it's some people sitting home in panic because they feel like if the USA bomb Iran, that they gonna come and do something to us. And all these other countries that's getting together. I just saw that was India and like it wasn't Greenland, it was someplace like a Greenland. They just joined forces to help each other. And it was two groups of people that wasn't doing business with each other, and people is really celebrating it. So these countries are ganging up with each other. Like, listen, they sliding on each other. It's just like you and your family, you and your homeboys, homegirls. One get in the fight, you call somebody. That's what they doing. They literally, but like Macron them sent some army people to, is that Venezuela he sent them to? He sent them some Greenland, I believe, because he's trying to take over Greenland, and they wanted to send some soldiers over there. And it was like three countries that sent like 5, 6 soldiers, 7 soldiers. Like China got like 1,000,000 soldiers. Like they got a gang of female soldiers, gang of dude soldiers. You see them when they be marching. Our soldiers don't even look like them Chinese when they be marching. I ain't even gonna lie. And I'm gonna keep talking about the fact that China say they got a hydrogen bomb that can wipe out everything from every corner of the earth, and nobody has it. And they say good luck trying to stop it. And you want to know what else I want to talk about? So America, we sell other countries guns and stuff and equipment and airplanes and defense things. And like when they went to Venezuela, they say that the United States blacked everything out, turned all the power off to everything. And it's like, okay, I know they got technology, but how do you turn the power off to everything? Like, did they turn the power off to things that they didn't give Venezuela? Because America will backdoor you. They will be your best friend, give you everything, all type of smart things. And this is why I'm not crazy when I say they'll give you some smart things in other countries to be setting you up. And it could be a possibility that the president of Venezuela was surrounded by a bunch of things that was sent to him from America. One of them countries, I think it might have been us, gave him a cell phone. What you know, one of them cheap Hawaii cell phones at that. It wasn't even an iPhone. He ain't gonna get no Chinese phone. It was a Hawaii phone, and they got a video of him holding the phone. And he was like, "Yeah, they gifted me the phone." Why you think they know where you at? Why would you take a phone from another country? But imagine the stuff that was coming to that phone. It wasn't just random ads coming through and stuff like that. No, it wasn't that. It was some more stuff coming through that phone. But he also being spied on. Also being spied on through that. And I just wonder, how many countries have we sold things to that we secretly are spying on them through? And we have installed technology within them that country don't understand, but we can control, and we can control it whenever we want to. So when we get ready to turn on them, we can turn stuff off. That's what I believe is going on. So listen, y'all, when I do some more research, y'all know I'm always come back and talk to y'all. I just be on here running my mouth, talking about what interests me, taking it day by day, living my little happy, peaceful life. I got about 3.5 weeks before I get married. I'm trying to just prepare myself for being a wife. I'm already prepared because we already live together. We already be together all the time. But it's a difference between being a girlfriend and a wife. So I'm preparing for that and just relaxing. I say 2026, I'm just relaxing, honey. I'm having a good time. I ain't letting nothing stress me. I ain't taking on nobody problems. I ain't trying to get no problems. None of that. Okay. But y'all be good out there. Until the next time, subscribe to my page, child. I'ma holler at y'all later. Peace.